who the hell knows with these things? It seems like there's no real rhyme or reason. But I mean, if there ever was a case for an appeal, he's got it. He 100% has it. He's also, unfortunately, probably been robbed of millions of dollars, because if he wins that fight, the rematch is even bigger. Now, to his point, there's a rematch.
Understands why the New York State Athletic Commission did not want to overturn the result. Basically, they're saying that rounds 10, 11, and 12, they don't know how Gervonta Davis and even Lamont Roach would have adjusted to their fighting strategies and all that if a knockdown had been scored. Obviously, that changes the trajectory of the fight when you have...
Tank entered the ring against Lamont Roach anticipating another dominant performance, but the night ended with more questions and celebration. Following the match, he faced significant criticism, with many fans arguing that the decision should have gone the other way. To make matters more complicated, Tank is also dealing with ongoing legal challenges, which could potentially push him away from the sport altogether.
They upheld the draw, but they said the referee should have counted as a knockdown. So they said it was a knockdown, but they wasn't going to change the decision.
To be fair, this doesn't come as a complete shock. Tank had already hinted that 2025 might be his final year in boxing. However, the way things are unfolding, it seems that decision might be taken out of his hands. His confidence was undeniable heading into the bout, even telling Roach directly, "You're not going to win," as if the outcome was already set in stone. But when the fight went the full distance, it became clear that things hadn't gone the way he imagined. And that's exactly what sparked all the criticism surrounding him now.
How they go off of Gervonta Davis taking a knee and then going midway, Steve Willis?
Yeah.
Doing the 4 count and then stops it.
That was crazy.
And then they allow it, and then they call it a draw, and then they say they try to overturn it, but they can't overturn it. It's already done. The gig is up. And then they keep it a draw, but they change the rules.
If I'm a boxer, if I get dropped, I'm gonna tell the ref to stop.
Yeah.
Tank did it.
Yeah.
Hey, stop. No.
Yeah, you gotta finish that count.
Yeah.
When Floyd got hurt, he hurt his hand, and one of his hands I don't even think he touched the kick canvas, but they started right away, giving him the 8 count.
Yeah.
Giving him a 10 count at least. He beat it. But this is my problem with today's sport of boxing, is that everyone's changing their sanctioning rules, and they make them, and they create them. But for
The judges scored the fight a draw, and while Davis seemed fine with the result, Roach's team quickly challenged it. They argued Roach had clearly done enough to win, but after a review, the commission decided the draw would stand. That should have ended the discussion, but Roach's camp shifted to a new concern, one that could spell trouble for Davis. During the fight, Tank took a knee and called for a towel, as if asking for a timeout. But in boxing, that's not allowed. The rules are clear, and every fighter knows them before stepping into the ring.
Rinse back in. Don't throw anything into the ring. You need my attention for anything, go through the inspectors. Okay. Just another fight.
Yes, sir.
Just another fight. No need to get too deep about it. All right, just another fight. All right, been here before, know what it's all about. So, I'll see you.
There are no timeouts in boxing. When a fighter takes a knee, the referee starts counting. It's not a break. Lamont Roach's legal team says this is where Tank crossed the line. They claim he broke the rules and wasn't held accountable. To them, it shows how the sport favors popular fighters. Since Tank is a fan favorite, they believe officials went easy on him. Now, Roach's team wants him to face the consequences, even if it means losing his boxing license.
That should have been an 8 count. The ref is a very professional ref. He's one of the best in the world, but he made a big mistake right there. You know, he helped the star, and when you know who the star is and who you're protecting, you still have to be fair, man. You still have to be fair because Roach walked away with the draw, but he should have been champion right now. And even though they already promised him a rematch, they already told him, I'm pretty sure they already told him how much he's gonna make in the rematch. He's still not a champion right now, and he should. Sometimes fighters prefer being a world champion than getting that big purse, because being a world champion is something special to them. And even though Roach is already a world champion at 130, but moving up to being a two division champion, beating somebody like Tank is huge for him, for his career, for his family, for his trainer, for everybody. I think that should have been a knock.
One person who hasn't stayed silent on the situation is Ryan Garcia. Known for speaking out on boxing controversies, Garcia shared his thoughts during an appearance on the Ring Champs with Ak and Barak podcast. He didn't hold back, criticizing Davis for his performance against Roach and questioning the fairness of the result. Tank did what he always does, gave away rounds, Garcia said. And Roach always had an answer. Every time Tank tried to turn it up, Roach responded. I felt like he boxed perfectly. For Garcia, the issue wasn't just the scoring, it was Tank's approach in the ring. He felt Davis lacked aggression and that Roach had figured him out, making it a fight that should have ended differently.
When I'm not sharp here, anything can happen.
Yo, Ryan, what do you think about the knockdown? The knockdown with Tank?
That was a knockdown, without a doubt. You can't spin it no other way. It's too clear. And I think the commission needs to do something about it because it can give me an incentive, anytime I'm not feeling good in a fight, take a knee.
Will they set a precedent?
And that's not a shot at Tank. I respect Tank and I like Tank a lot.
More importantly, Garcia urged the commission to address the knee incident. I thought Lemon won, he said. And I think the commission needs to take action. If they don't, fighters will start thinking they can take a knee whenever they want. They held me accountable. Now they need to do the same with others. Rules are rules. As the controversy continues to build, Lemon Roach Jr. has also spoken out, though his response has been more measured and composed. On the Come and Talk to Me podcast, Roach defended Davis, saying he was on his game that night. Just because he didn't meet expectations doesn't mean he fought badly. He's still a good fighter. Beneath the respect, Roach had a point to make. He wants people to believe he beat the best version of Tank. If fans start saying Davis is declining, it could take away from Roach's win.
Man, he got lucky as a draw. He did a good fight, though. I thought he won it, but man, you gotta just create more action. That's a sparring session as far as I'm concerned. But god damn, that's not the Gervonta I know.
Roach backed Davis, but clearly wanted credit for his own performance. Meanwhile, Eddie Hearn said Tank shouldn't be disqualified, but public opinion was already turning. If the commission goes easy, it looks like favoritism. Too harsh, and it seems like an overreaction. Either way, Tank is stuck.
Watched the fight. We had a show that night. I haven't watched the full fight. One thing that's kind of baffling is that it wasn't a knockdown. I mean, look, he wasn't hurt. There's no doubt about that. But if you take a knee in the fight and you touch down, whilst punches are being thrown, it has to be a knockdown. I've heard some people saying, oh, that he should be disqualified. He went back to the corner. I don't buy that, to be honest with you. I mean, I think that's a warning, but it's a bit of a bizarre situation for me. Like, there was a lot of people in boxing that were saying that this is a really tough fight. Like, Lemon Roach is a serious fighter. I said it might not be the biggest profile fight, but it's actually quite a tough fight. And Shakur said to me, like, even the day before, I'm telling you, he's going to have big trouble tomorrow night. And I just feel like hopefully this could be.
Just when things couldn't get more complicated, UFC legend Jon Jones jumped into the conversation. Known as one of the greatest in MMA, Jones made a surprising offer to Davis in a viral video. The two had met before, sparking talk in combat sports, but this time Jones had something more direct to say. He invited Tank to try MMA and even offered to train him personally. "When are we getting you in the cage?" Jones said, "I'll teach you how to grapple, wrestle, everything. With your hands. Nobody wants that smoke. I see super fights in your future."
Okay. How are you, boss? Man, it's nice to meet you, man. You working hard, huh? How you get that power, bruh? Where that power come from? God given? I knew it. I knew it. God bless you, man. Time to shake your hand. Yes, sir. He goes, man. Man.
It was a bold move, but not a surprising one. Jon Jones has long supported crossover fights. With Davis facing serious trouble in boxing, the idea of a fresh start in MMA might be more appealing than ever. While Tank didn't make any promises, his response caught attention. "Let's do it. I'm willing." That one statement sparked a wave of speculation.
We've just done a deal to start a new boxing league with Turkey, who absolutely loves the sport of boxing.
I am very happy today. I give the flag of boxing to the best man who can handle it. He have a tough job now, but I am sure he will be delivering to the people and the fans the magnificent league and get boxing great again.
The model is proven to deliver the fights that the fans want to see. The best will fight the best, and the fighters will continue to move up the rankings and become world champions. We will continue to make announcements on where you can watch.
Boxing fan, that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got Tank want a rematch, do you let me know now? Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he open to do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank
100%.
again?
It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Okay. They said they want in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in DC.
I'm I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
That's it's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next. You might see it in a minute.
See, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to wipe sweat out his eye, he had to wipe sweat out his eye. But the rules do state, if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic hit. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think.
All the talk throughout the years, what you would do against somebody like Tank, your style versus his, was that not the blueprint? And can you not do 10x that?
I'm not even going on, but look, I want some money tonight. That's all I'm happy for. I want money tonight.
Shakur, tell us something, bro. Like, what did you think about the decision? Okay.
We still got to see each other. He say he want to fight me, so we gonna fight.
But what do you think about the decision?
I thought Lamont won.
You thought Lamont won. Got you.
Nas, you got anything else from Lamont?
Yo, last question. I just want to know, how has your life changed since the fight, man? You know, obviously we follow each other on social media. I see your followers went up, all of the other stuff kind of going up. How has things changed for you since the fight has happened?
Literally overnight, it changed. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got walk around with security. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I walk around with my peoples. Like, it's crazy. I can't do the same stuff that I used to do. Like, I can't go to the grocery store. I can't go nowhere, bro. Like, I can't do nothing. And it's crazy, like, it's just crazy because
I think the fight next after this fight. Like, Tank over, win, lose, draw, whatever. Who you want next?
Look, if y'all don't know, even after I beat Tank, I'm gonna go back down to 130 and handle some smoke that I got down there at 130. All the champions, I got smoke with all the champions. I wanted to unify at least one belt at 130. So whoever the champion is, whoever the champions are, hopefully I can just line them up and then take them out. It's good fights. The champions are Lomachenko, Shakur, and another guy from Ukraine, but Denis Baranchik or something like that.
Okay. I thought you and Shakur is a really. I think people in the comments that actually want that fight, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, that'd be a good fight.
Yeah, it'd be a great fight.
Yeah, they could fight. Shakur can boogie for sure.
Tank won't fight the rematch. What happens with him and Shakur? How do you see that fight
Stevenson has a reputation as being the best defender in the division. He is a feared fighter because of that particular quality. If I'm Tank Davis and I'm coming off a disappointment in terms of my offensive output, I'm not going straight to the best defender in the division. I'm looking for some other fight, and I think the logical fight for him is a rematch with Lamont Roach. Let's see it again. Let's see if Roach can go ahead and capitalize on what he showed here tonight, which is he was a much better fighter at 135 pounds than most of us expected him to be.
Okay, who do you lean towards in Gervonta versus Shakur if that does happen? Who are you favoring?
Based on what I saw tonight,